next, and we're done in Cancun, but then also Fort Worth, Texas.
We got a hit in Cancun.
Yeah.
Must be someone big.
The only two places on the planet are Cancun and Fort Worth, Texas.
Yeah.
We don't know what's going on.
They're like, we need the Hallmark Channel in more Spanish for Home Improvement.
Dude, Home Improvement's awesome.
It is a great show, and it is super early.
Yeah, it is. Hello and welcome to the Artifact Production Podcast, a weekly podcast where we chronicle the creation of The Crew, our first animated short for Artifact Production.
Short.
Oh, right. First animated show.
Series.
Oh, we suck this morning.
We suck? I mean, we're pretty tired, man. It's early.
Yeah.
Even the dog's in here.
Oh, yeah. She's always in here, though. I'm Joey.
I'm Catalina.
Our Miles.
And if you're interested in finding out anything else about The Crew or any updates on the show and production in general, such as hashtag Tim for CRISPR, I would visit artifactproduction.com. That's ARTEFACT production.com. If you want to find us on Twitter, we're at artifact_media. And on SoundCloud, Instagram, and YouTube, you can search Artifact Production.
We're also now available on iTunes, Artifact Production.
And if you're searching us on YouTube, just a note to remind everyone again, it's ARTE space FACT space production. It's a photo of Maddie.
I didn't think that Artifact Production could get any longer when we spell it ARTFACT, and then now we have like two spaces.
Yeah, I got two spaces. That's how it is. So how's everyone?
Miles, how are you doing this morning?
Yeah.
I'm a sleepy man.
Are you?
So I'm getting my car fixed.
That's
today.
all we're gonna. That's all we're gonna
and
say.
that's all we're gonna say about it. I can't get into the details of the wreck because insurance is still being sorted out.
Okay.
But it wasn't my fault.
Lawyers are still handling it, so we gotta let them sort
Is
it
the
out.
law boss handling it?
Yeah, Artifact's attorneys are handling it.
Oh, well.
That means the dog.
Yeah. Precious has a little suitcase.
I was
Yeah.
gonna
Little
say,
briefcase.
like Miles has been so excited to tell that story about the crash because he keeps using to get like. Hold on, let me try that again.
He's been waiting to tell that story about the crash. Why now?
Because he can keep saying T-bone.
Oh.
Guys,
No.
it's real early. I'm just letting y'all know.
Dude, I T-boned a guy.
Because that's what they call it. Because it's
I
like a
boned
T.
him
Someone's
in a
okay.
T shape.
No, it's because one guy's going one way and I go in another way and it makes the letter T. Not because I'm into the boning. This is a terrible podcast so far.
Thanks for Driver's Ed 101.
Yeah. Okay.
We might just restart this.
No,
I don't
this is
know.
great.
Oh no.
I appreciate this.
Maybe we'll get back to
can't.
doing it in the morning.
I can't.
So, general auditions went up this week.
Yeah,
The general auditions page, rather.
Yeah, the general auditions page went up this week. So thank you to all those that have already auditioned. We've gotten some very interesting and unique
Yeah.
auditions, but I'll tell you what, like one of them immediately inspired Miles and I to write something.
You know
for,
who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We've
it's
liked your
great.
page, your audition.
Yeah.
The video was it was a YouTube video and it was very mysterious and the title of the video was just the day's date. And so we didn't know what to expect. And then our ears were graced by that noise that came out of those speakers and we invented a whole bit for it for the show. So.
It's going to be, it's so awesome.
Yeah.
It's so great already.
And that's the wonder of like general auditions or just auditions in general, is that you really can influence bits and stuff like that just come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And this thing fits in like after the end of season 1.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's so far down the road, but it is pretty awesome.
It's perfect. We had another one last night. This guy has a really, really great, just like speaking voice. It's interesting. I'm curious to see if he can take direction.
Yeah.
But he had a very interesting speaking voice, and he did some general auditions and then also one submission for Jack. So we'll see. Really, really interesting stuff there. There's also one girl that we've tried reaching out to.
Oh yeah, we're calling you out. Hey, if you hear this, email us back because we want to
Talk to
We
you.
want to talk to you. We got to get a hold of you.
About
Yeah.
the role you auditioned
What's
for.
her name? Her name's Taylor.
Yeah, and it was back on, I believe it was, 418.
Well, if we're actually doing a real
418, that's
Yeah.
pretty far.
if we're doing a real call
No.
out, we can say her full name, right? Do you know her last name?
No, I don't know.
I think it's Taylor Jordan.
Yes, I've heard you say that.
Yeah.
She auditioned
Because
for
the email's
Jack.
like Tay J or something like that. Yeah.
Well, Tayson Day.
That's not it.
Chocolate
but keep
rain,
going.
dude.
Tayson Day
No!
had a great Jack audition. No, we had a great Jack audition. We want to talk to you, but we haven't been able to get a hold of you so far. So.
Well, I left her a comment on her Dropbox thing.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, she's gonna get this, right? And Joe was like, yeah. Well, hopefully it'll be. I was like, hopefully it'll be to a different email or something, so that she can
One
get
that
back.
she checks more often.
Yeah, because I'm like, please contact us.
She's got a great voice. I'd be interested to see how she sounds.
Yeah.
Then there was another person with a great voice too, but both of them would be very interesting to hear.
She sounded good too.
Tazonday at voiceacting.biz.
That's not it at all.
.biz.
Yeah.
Taylor, that's
Dot
not.
Netscape.
We know that's not
Everyone
you.
email Tazonday at voiceacting.biz and get her to reply.
Biz.edu.
Voiceactingbiz.edu.
You can't have a biz.edu.
Well, it's happening now.
Sorry this is such a crappy podcast this week. I don't know if I'm just speaking for myself, but I feel like this is a mess.
He is speaking for himself.
Yeah, I've been having a great episode. I've just been sitting over here petting this DOG. She's all curled up in my lap like a little snail.
Yeah, look, her head's not even moving. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, now
it is.
It. Yeah, so the live stream this week is going to be on
Well, every week.
every week.
Bi-weekly.
Okay. So the live stream this week is going... No. Okay. So the live streams, as we announced... Well, did we announce it last week?
Let's not say the word week anymore.
Let's just also not say. Oh, okay.
Live streams are every other Wednesday at 7:30 on our YouTube channel. So there's one this week at 7:30 on our YouTube channel. And we're excited to see everyone there. We had a lot of people last time, even though it was last time was the first time we switched it to Wednesday. And it's going to be good.
I think it's going to be great. I can't wait to see what characters we come up with.
I can't wait to see that either.
And then we can talk about the script and everything like that and how, great the writing's been.
Well, that'll be you and Catalina, since I'm now the head animator.
Head animator. Good. Good, man.
I only draw the heads.
Are you going to, you're more than welcome to come take a shot at sitting down while people throw suggestions at you.
That's actually... Oh, no. We should try that for just one.
I would actually appreciate that.
But it's all going to be in one pass. He can't do different layers. It's just going to be like
I wouldn't know how to do different layers. I would just use that pen and just draw it like a pencil. I wouldn't know how to erase or anything.
I know, that's exactly what I mean. Like, it's just one pass.
Nova is going to give me so much crap. I'm going to be such a bad drawer. Nova's not going to let up.
You're going to be like, I'm making one character with one line.
Yeah.
Let's draw.
I remember one time I was in school and someone said that they're like, a real artist can draw a whole thing without picking up their pencil. And I was like, what artist is that? Like, that doesn't. And then I tried to do it and I was like, that doesn't even make sense.
I would like to see some artwork where people do that, just so I can see what it looks like.
Awful. That's what it'll look like.
I tell you what, those Etch-a-Sketch people, they're pretty good.
Yeah, but they have two knobs.
They got
Yeah,
two
but
knobs.
I think those things just help point in the right direction.
Okay.
I don't think they're two different pieces that draw on the.
I don't like
Etch-a-Sketches.
Yeah, Etch-a-Sketches always look unnatural because they always look all, rectangular and stuff.
I just don't like how precarious it is.
You try to get a solid diagonal line with an Etch-a-Sketch, forget about it. Yeah.
Yeah, you're getting stair steps, dude.
It looks all chewed up.
Yeah, let's
Etch-a-Sketch
chewed
lines
up.
look chewed up.
That's right.
We'll get better at these morning recordings, guys, we promise. We switched our format around so that we can get the video podcast and the normal podcast, everything up at Tuesday at 9 a.m. So bear with us for these first couple of weeks where we're slime zombies. I started putting slime in front of stuff. It makes it sound like
You little slime weasel.
slime weasel. Yeah, I put that in the script.
I'm going to remove that. It's got excised. I'm sorry.
Okay.
We did it.
Sponged.
It wouldn't be the first time the script's gotten chewed up without me knowing about
Got
it.
chewed up.
Behind my back.
And that all happened because we came back from that casting call, and I was like, well, I got to look at the script.
Yeah.
Wow, that was the first one.
That was the very first
The
one.
first time we ever went out
Time we
on a
did
casting
surgery.
call.
Yeah, it was the first time we did a casting call, and it was the first time we really did surgery on the script.
I'm not ready to talk about it yet.
That was with your
I think
bro,
you are.
Chance, right?
I think you are.
Why? Yeah, it was with Chance. I didn't know we were naming.
And Chance has a place in the story
Oh, actually,
too.
yeah, he does. That's
mean-
that's another person who's auditioned who we decided, maybe in season like 2,
Yeah.
Season 2, but he's perfect.
Yeah.
He's perfect
Isn't
for the
that
role
funny?
that he's. Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, we went through the script last night. Everything that Miles and I have written.
Uh-huh.
It's really, really good.
Yeah,
and
we
Joey,
could-
and Joey too, because Joey wrote it too. and it's really
We
good.
didn't have to change a lot of stuff. We just moved some stuff around.
Well, there is stuff that needs reworking, but I feel like all of the bones are there.
Yeah.
But
It was funny. The
yeah.
only reason we did go back
Yeah.
and do it is because we each read it on our own and called each other and we were like, man, this is way funnier than we remember. Because
Yeah.
we've just been writing for a long time. We haven't really gone back.
Yes, and like I told Joy last night, I was like, it feels like we didn't know it was this good when we were writing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And
it turned out very well. And, I mean, since last night was the first time that I had read it since a long time ago, the amount that y'all got done is good because we're not just doing microscopic
Yeah.
changes to everything.
Yeah, we're
There's
at our-
a lot to work on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got our worst efficiency-wise, and we would only have like 3/4 of a page to continue going over. But now we've written like 25 pages since we...
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a lot. And I would also
It
say,
is.
I would also say that having this much has been really, really great because we haven't had to focus on the on the revisions and then like the final pass, which is like the surgery. But it feels like we're so much closer. So much closer.
And faster at working.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
we gotten
overall.
faster exponentially.
Yeah. Thank you, Precious. You've helped us.
She gets her little paws and goes like this on my computer.
Well,
Just
she
like
does
that.
tap dance all over things. So.
Like the remote. That's
Yeah.
one thing.
Oh yeah, hey guys! Next week, especially hey guys, did you like the other week's episode of the Man edition of the Artifact Production podcast?
we
where
talked
you're in
about
luck?
Blood Monster Blade.
We talked about blood monsters and cop movies and power tools. How to cop a free cup of Joe at 7-Eleven on your way to the construction site in the morning. Well, you're in luck because, like Catalina said earlier, next week you're in for another edition of the Man Show. We're talking power tools. We're talking movies. We're probably talking Joey's top movies.
I don't really have top movies, dude.
Final Fantasy, The Spirits Within.
I can. Hey, I had back when my board was up over here. I had a ticket from then, from
really?
the opening night. Yeah, when there were only like 6 people in the theater.
Yeah.
It was crazy. It was
Did
crazy.
it look like crap on the big screen? Didn't the main guy look like Ben Affleck?
It looked okay. I remember back then it was like mind blowing graphics, and they were
Yeah.
using like 200 Pentium 3s or something
Yeah.
like that to make it, and it was some crazy amount of money, and it almost killed Square Enix that it bombed so bad.
Yeah.
In fact, Square, they were Squaresoft back then, and then they had to merge with Enix, and yeah, so
They had to save them after that.
yeah, they did.
Oh, okay. Okay,
That
all right.
movie tanked their company. It almost destroyed them. It was a huge flop.
Well, thankfully the crew won't be that.
The crew is going to destroy Artifact. Actually, no. If anything is going
No.
to destroy Artifact, it's going to be back to back. Like, Miles, you spent $250 million on this R-rated buddy cop movie. It's 3 hours long. You got to get this thing down to 90 minutes.
I'm like, Miles, you can use your profits to fund the production of that movie.
Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this sleepy morning podcast, Artifact Production.
Oh, yeah, we got to do the sleepy. Well, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this sleepy morning podcast of Artifact Production Podcast. If you want to follow us on Twitter, that's at @artifact_media. If you want to follow us on Instagram, SoundCloud, or YouTube, that's Artifact Production. And
Oh, but let's not forget that on YouTube, it's ARTE space.
FACT space production. Furthermore, please check out the new general auditions page. We have gotten a lot of good. And also, Catalina's mouthing to me to remind you guys about iTunes. So please subscribe to us on iTunes and download us there. We have our general auditions page. We've been getting a lot of good submissions, crazy stuff like songs and like original characters, voice acting demos.
You know what? I want to make a note about that.
Okay.
We're not asking for character concepts. We just want to hear your voice.
Catalina and I were struggling on how to word that nicely on the site. We don't want you to pitch
And
us.
it didn't end up nicely. Miles just wrote it.
It wasn't pretty. The live stream is for you to pitch us characters that we can create together. This is more just for if you have a silly voice or something, or some kind of talent you want to share with us that you think we might be able to find a place for.
Sure. All right. So that's it for this
I didn't
week.
get to do my sleepy voice.
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you for listening to Artifact Production Podcast.
Thank you for listening. Oh, thank you for listening
for
to
listening.
Artifact Production.
Thank you, everyone who's listened to our sleepy podcast, because let me tell you, we're real tired.
I'm about to go nap
Real
after this,
tired.
but I still got to go do some stuff.
I had to change the name on my insurance policy to Miles Sleepman.
And that about
All right,
sums
yeah,
it up,
okay, we'll see
guys.
you guys
All
later.
right. And I won't be here next week. You guys have fun.
Yeah, we'll figure out something to talk
Keep it
about.
profesh. Miles, I'm looking at you.
Well,
Yeah.
guys, just know this, is that when you press play next week, you're not going to hear that big orchestral percussive thing. You're going to hear some electric guitar getting shredded, sheet metal sparks.
I don't know if that's true. Sheet metal
Yeah.
sparks.
Welcome to the Artifact Production Podcast, Man Edition.
We're talking all things tools.
No.
You don't want to talk tools? Joey can talk tool. Okay, we need to stop this.
Okay, yeah.
I'm
Just
just going to keep going.
rambling.
All right.
All right, guys, from all of us here at Artifact Production.
See you later.
ya.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Keep reaching for those stars.